Well, we love to do these houses here for Celebration Weekend, but instead of doing a whole house this year, we decided to take the concept of a cabin and pull it apart. At the center of the cabin, the most important part, the great room, that's the kitchen and the bathroom. That's where the electricity and the plumbing is required. But you don't really need those things in bedrooms. And so instead of having a big cabin with a bedroom here and a couple over here, we decided to pull it apart and use tent cabins as the bedrooms. And so we had these modular pre-cut kits from a company called Sweetwater Bungalow, and we chose 3 of them. We have the master bedroom where mom and dad would be, and they're at one end of this big deck. And over at the other end we have the kids' bunkhouse, and then we also used a 3rd tent as sort of a locker room. They aren't big spaces, they're 12 by 14 feet. So we didn't want to have all the clutter and the normal stuff that accumulates as you go on vacation. So we'll put all of that in the locker room and just devote the sleeping to the 2 tents for the kids and mom and dad. The thing that's neat about it, you can place them anywhere on a piece of property and you can add more. You could have, depending on the size of your family or number of friends you want to have over, you add the tents as you need them. And that way, one, we've cut down the cost of building, the size of the house, how you configure it on the land, and it's much more malleable and kind of informal and really much more camp-like, but still have the basic amenities that you want in a home that allow you to cook and clean and have comfort, but also the sense of being camping. It could be a hill in the Santa Cruz Mountains or up in the Sierra foothills. You could be by a mountain lake. You could be by a beach. It doesn't really matter. You have a piece of property, and somewhere on that piece of property we start and built what is largely a shed-roofed house that's only 15 by 20 feet, and that's our kitchen and bathroom. The bathroom is a very scant 4'8" wide, but it's 13 feet high, so it feels pretty neat. The footprint of the kitchen is 12 by 12, but we have big French doors at one end and another glass door at the other. It's really nicely organized with green materials and nice amenities. Elsewhere on the edge of the deck, we've parked these tent cabins. They're 12 by 14 feet each, and they're 2 by 4 framed, and they're kind of neat and easy to build. It takes 2 people one day to build each tent cabin. And the cost of them is pretty reasonable. The size we chose with windows and doors is about $4,500. And when you consider the cost of building a traditionally framed home versus a tent cabin, it's a significant savings. And it has a nice quality and character to it that no house could have by itself. They are waterproof. They can even take a modest snow load. They'll last 15 years. You can hose them off every year to clean them. The only thing that's required of the homeowner builder is to build a small deck for each tent. We've kind of attached them to the main deck, but we don't see this as being reality. There wouldn't be a main deck. There'd be a piece of land with, grass or whatever there. The foundation is only required under the tents and under the main house. I'm sitting in another product from the company Sweetwater Bungalow. This is their cabana daybed, and it has sustainably harvested wood from Indonesia that's very, very heavy and dense. We have an outdoor shower. I have a little outdoor movie screen. We have a big barbecue center. We have a fire pit. We have a shady area, sunny area, and a big dining room table where you'd spend your time having your meals. The inside isn't really about living. It's where you prep the food or maybe huddle if it happens to rain, but this is more of an outdoor experience, and you run indoors to just do a few things. This has been kind of a dream of mine, to buy a piece of property and have a main building where people can gather and cook or gather at night, and then have a big barbecue area and maybe an outdoor dining area. Then everyone gets their own tent or tents, depending on how big the family is, how friendly you are. But I just see every family or group or member of the family having their own tent. And so it's totally flexible and expandable. The thing that's neat about these tents is that you put them up and they stay up. You don't have to take them down. The main house is where if you had things that were modestly valuable, stick them in the main house and lock that up and go away. I even envisioned the perfect kids tent would be to throw down a wrestling mat, no furniture, and just put sleeping bags out on it. It can be that informal. Mom and Dad can have the mattress or the inflatable mattress or whatever. And so it's an idea more than a particular thing.